Aloha, Scott Sylvan Bell coming live from Sacramento, California, February 24th, 2017, 5:07 in the afternoon. Perfect day to talk about sales. And you know, there's a lot of questions that come up about technology and about sales. And one of them is, will salespeople be needed in the future? And you got to think about it. Think about like all the things that have been automated. And you take a look like Uber has taken out the taxi cab industry. And you take a look like Airbnb and all the websites like that have really disrupted the hotel industry. So the question is how is your industry going to be disrupted as a salesperson? It's going to be because, you know, think about now when people buy a product or service from you, they've already gone to the internet and they've done a ton of research and they're asking you like validation questions. Well, this guy says this and this guy says that and this brand is this and this, and they know all sorts of stuff, and that's not a bad thing, but you have to realize that the cool thing about that is they need you. Haha, they do. They need you to help them wade through the information and separate fact from fiction and figure out what's accurate and what's not. So if you're sitting here thinking, hey Scott, you know what? Technology is going to evolve and they could take the jobs of salespeople. And I'm going to agree with you to an extent. But there's always going to have to be somebody that's going to be there to explain the information and show the differences and walk somebody through it person to person. And don't get me wrong, artificial intelligence at some point may be able to distinguish between those two things. So up until the point of artificial intelligence, I'm going to say right now you're kind of safe. So what does that mean that you got to do? That means you're going to have to put some hard work in. That means you're going to have to do some things that other people aren't willing to do. That could mean that you shoot some video. That could be that you write some articles. That could be that you give some guest lectures. That could be that you write some blog posts, right? So that people keep finding you. There's a reason why I have 1,300 web videos on the internet, on YouTube, and a bunch of articles and some interviews, is because I want people to keep finding me. And like, if they get confused on something, anytime there's confusion, right? I'm going to go on a side note here. Anytime that there's something that can be confusing, there's an opportunity for you to teach and do a how-to and make money. So whatever you're doing, doesn't matter what you're doing, there's always that opportunity. You think of the gold rush, and everybody came out here to Sacramento, which I'm here in Sacramento today, and they came to Sacramento for the gold rush, and they're like, let's go get gold. But the people who made the most amount of money were the people who sold the goods to show them how to get the gold. And that's you. You're showing people how to do something, how to buy something, how to get something installed. Whatever your industry is, you're the how-to person. So think about like, how can I make what I do become that I'm the how to buy this? That's what they're saying when you're calling a salesperson. Hey, I want to buy something. Sure, great, let me come out. Yeah, can you show me how to buy the right one? Okay, so think about it. Is there a way for you to be the how-to person for your industry? Right? How-to person. So will salespeople be needed in the future? Absolutely. But it's going to be a lot more work in different ways, right? You know, it used to be that you had the telephone and it's not that way anymore. Everybody's got a cell phone. I was just talking to somebody today, and it's absolutely crazy. Like when I was a kid, like every town had its own phone number. There's all sorts of different areas around here, around Sacramento, and people would have a phone book, and they'd be like, oh, if you're in this area, right? If you're in Gold River, it's this number, and if you're over in Fruit Ridge, it's that number. If you're in Elk Grove, I'm naming off places in Sacramento. If you don't live here, just fill in the name of your town, right? But they had all these different phone numbers, and now that really doesn't matter. I mean, I got a cell phone with an 808 cell phone, 808 number, which is Hawaii. I don't worry about long distance. Like, these are all things that are going to change in business. They're all going to happen to what we do. At some point, like, instead of it just being video, it's going to be 3D, and you're going to see a mock-up of me, like, you know, all the way around, standing like something from a movie. It'll be fantastic. It'll be cool. Don't get me wrong. We'll have some fun. But the industry is going to change. You're going to have to keep up with it. And think about like what I just shared with you about the gold rush. It's the how-to, right? Think about it in the terms of how-to, and that will really help you out. Now, if you could do a small favor for me, in the box down below, leave a comment, question, or story. That'd be fantastic. To the right, to the left, there's a subscribe button. You know what you got to do. You got to subscribe. And then last of all, there's one more thing. You can send it out to all your friends via StumbleUpon, Facebook, Twitter, Google+. Why not even LinkedIn? Scott Sylvan Bell. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Aloha.